Welcome to today's episode of the Unshakable Co-Parent Podcast. I am Sarah Komoto, your host, parenting, co-parenting, and confidence mentor. We talk about all things co-parenting. If you have anything less than an ideal co-parenting dynamic, then this is the place to be. Whether it's a difficult co-parent, high conflict, toxic, narcissistic, whatever it may be, that's what we talk about here. And today I'm talking about basically, I don't think a lot of people know how it works to work with me, work with a coach, get my help with me as your mentor. So I'm going to go into a little bit about how it all works, just so that is covered from the get-go, because it is very confusing. Okay, so I get a lot of people who want to get my help, obviously. They see I can help with co-parenting, high conflict co-parenting, parenting in that kind of whirlwind in that situation. You see my contact on Instagram, maybe even Facebook, maybe other places. And you see that I can help you and that I'm a coach and mentor and that I support women in that space. So this episode is basically going to go into how it all works, like what services do I actually offer and how does it work? Because I've never actually explicitly put it out there. I used to only do one-on-one work a few years ago, purely just one-on-one clients, working with my clients one-on-one. Then I introduced a small group program, and then I still had one-on-one clients here and there, and then a membership, and then another group program, and now a membership and a group program and some other resources. So I'm going to go in and explain to you as best as I can without you seeing what I'm talking about, and try and give you a visual of how it works. So imagine the Unshakable co-parent services like this. There's a pyramid in front of you. So at the bottom of the pyramid is the wide base, and at the top is the tip. So at the bottom of the pyramid is my entry-level offerings. So that is my Unshakable Inner Circle membership, which is entry-level, along with any free or paid masterclasses. Now, masterclasses, you can use whatever term you like. Workshops, webinars, whatever you want to call it, training, whatever it is. It's video training where I am teaching, where you have something to walk away with, something that you can come to and you can implement in your life straight away. So it's a good way to get some quick wins, some awareness, and some understanding, some deeper understanding on your situation. Obviously, a masterclass is up to an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Sometimes they go a bit over because I have so much to say and so much to share, and I want to give you all the value that you're going to get if you're going to sit there and dedicate that time to spend with me. However, it is just information. Information on its own can make us feel like we know all the things. I understand how it all works. I understand what I need to do with my co-parent, but implementation is a different story. So at the base of the pyramid, there is my Unshakable Inner Circle membership, which is entry level, along with any free or paid masterclasses. Okay. And then a rung up the pyramid, so as it gets a little bit more narrow, are my mini programs. So my mini programs are programs extracted from my main signature program, which is the Unshakable Co-Parent program. I am always honing and crafting my skills, going deeper on my own work, learning and developing myself so that filters down to the women that I work with. So in these mini programs, there's always upgrades and updates. But these mini programs are basically extracted from the bigger program. Some people just want to have a little slice of the pie. It might be on boundaries. It might be on not proofing your children. It might be on communication. It could be on any particular topic, but they're more specific mini programs. Yep. So that is like one rung up from the entry-level membership. Now above there is the Unshakable Co-Parent program. So we're getting towards the narrow tip of the pyramid here. So imagine the base of the pyramid, there's more people there. And as we get towards the tip of the pyramid, there are less people in these containers. See them as little, Tupperware containers, but they're coaching containers. And the closer you get towards the tip, the less people, which means the more access the members get to me. More one-on-one time they get to me. Okay, so at the base, there are more people. As we go towards the top, less people, more one-on-one time, more access, closer access, because there are less people. I can give more of my time and expertise to help you with your specific issues and challenges. Okay, so within the Unshakable Co-Parent Program, you get access, obviously, to everything I put out there, whether it's free, whether it's paid. There's a core curriculum, so all the mini programs, all the masterclasses, my support, my guidance, my mentorship is all within the Unshakable Co-Parent Program. That is the best place I know how to get women the results that they need. That is comprehensive. I created that program so it was everything that you need and nothing that you don't to get you from A to B. A being feeling stuck, feeling overwhelmed, not knowing what to do, being stuck in fear, to B being unshakable as fuck, basically standing in your power, setting boundaries like a mofo, protecting yourself, protecting your children, and advocating for yourself, and basically rising up. So that's what happens within the Unshakable Co-Parent Program. That's why it is so comprehensive, because it didn't take you 5 minutes to get into this position and this situation that you're in with your co-parent and your life. So it's not going to take 5 minutes to get out of it, but it's not going to take you 5 years either. Okay? It just needs you to dedicate and commit to yourself to go on this transformation journey. So at the base of the triangle, base of the pyramid, there is information, not so much transformation, because we don't really go deep. So as we go up towards the tip of this pyramid, we go deeper, there's more access, there's more support, and your transformation grows as you go up the pyramid. Okay, so the Unshakable Co-Parent Program is the core program that gives you everything that you need to transform from this to this. Stuck to unshakable as fuck. It rhymes even. Okay, and then right at the tip of the pyramid is one-on-one. Now this is VIP one-on-one for women in the public eye, women who are public figures or they co-parent with a public figure. This is where, you get everything. You get the Unshakable Co-Parent Program, you get access to all the masterclasses, all of my free and paid trainings, everything that I put out there, but also dedicated actual one-on-one time with me via Zoom and via Voxer. Now, this is for you if you do identify as someone who is a public figure or your co-parent is a public figure. I've worked with many women who are actresses, models, married to let's say, yes, it's always men. I was trying to find another way to say it. It's always men who are the co-parent with these particular women. And they need that extra layer of confidentiality and privacy. Obviously, this is a very sensitive issue that we're dealing with, and the work that I do with my clients, everything is private and confidential. However, these particular women need added privacy and NDAs and things like that. So the very tip of the pyramid is VIP one-on-one private access. Okay, so that is it in a nutshell. Very general, very top line. But if you don't even know where to start with me, you need to do something. You don't necessarily want to jump into a full-on program where you have to commit to, yourself. First of all, it's an investment in yourself. It's not an investment in anything else aside from yourself and your future. But if you just want to get started, the best place to start is the Unshakable Inner Circle membership. Look at my masterclasses, look at my trainings, free and paid. Again, information is not the same as transformation. I worked this out many moons ago that we can think that we know everything we need to know about co-parenting, about your co-parent, about narcissists, about high conflict individuals, whatever it may be. But without applying that in your life, without integrating it over time, because it didn't take 5 minutes to get to where you are right now. It won't take 5 minutes to get out of it, but it sure as heck won't take 5 years with my guidance and support. It may take 5 years if you go about it on your own when you don't know how, because you don't know what you don't know. And that's human nature. We don't know what we don't know. But the thing about information, and I think why a lot of people, they come to me and they're like, I've tried everything, I've done everything, I've grey rocked, I've done the boundaries, I did this course, and I had this therapist, or I had this coach. Yeah, you tried everything that didn't work. Because again, if you get a self-paced course, that is purely information, and it can give you that false sense of security that you actually know what you're doing. You will understand it on an intellectual level. Of course you understand. You're a smart woman. But the application and implementation and integration into your life, and not just integrating into your life, when you need to pivot because something might need a slight tweak, you don't have that guidance and support to help you through that for your specific situation, because you're just doing a self-paced course, or you've just read a book, or you've just watched a video. It's information. So transformation is what it's all about. That's why I offer transformation, because I know that that's what works in the long term. Short term, sure, you can do boundaries, you can do grey rock, you can do all the little tactics that you learn about. Long term, that's not sustainable. And obviously, as your children grow and your situation changes, whether you're in and out of court, you're going to need to apply different tactics. You're going to need to pivot very quickly, and not to be derailed by your co-parent and what they're throwing in your face. Okay, this is what I'm for. This is my role as your coach and as your mentor, to show you those blind spots and keep you on track and keep you focused. You don't know where to start with a membership. Pick and choose whichever masterclass you want to do. If you want to go for more and you recognize that, you're basically a people pleaser, good girl people pleaser, this is what got you here in the first place. I know I need to do some deep work. And when I say deep work, it's not like a lot of work. I think people think coaching is hard work and that you're going to be required to do more than what you're doing right now. It's actually that it will save you time. You will do less. It will be effortless because you have someone there helping you every step of the way and guiding you along that path. And this is purely why I know I've had clients who I've worked with like for 2-3 weeks who have been struggling with this for 7 years, 5 years, 10 years. And they didn't get the results that they did doing that, because they were going about it on their own, because they had this belief that nothing's going to change. This is just how the co-parent's going to be. I just have to suck it up. I'm going to do this course, read this book, and it gets them fuck all. Excuse my French, but this is something I'm very passionate about. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay? So that's all I wanted to say. There are many ways to skin a cat. I know that's a kind of a gross imagery, but that's a phrase that I use. I'm English, sorry. But, there's a membership. There is the Unshakable Co-Parent. There are mini programs where we go a little bit deeper. We go deep. There's masterclasses where it's surface level, but you will get a lot of breakthroughs throughout those masterclasses and training. So there is something for everyone, every budget, every level, depending where you are. And every situation is unique. I know your situation is unique to you, but to me, it's not unique. There are so many patterns, so many similarities that I see because of the position that I'm in. And that's how I know how to help the women that I work with. And that's how I know how to go forward in terms of helping them rise up. Doesn't matter who their co-parent is. They could be the King of England, lawyer, surgeon, doctor, binman, deadbeat. It doesn't matter who your co-parent is and how powerful they are and how much money they have and how charismatic they are, how much they're in the picture, how much they're not in the picture. This is about you as a woman. And I know if you're listening to me saying these words, I know some of you listen to this. Like, I'm speaking to you in particular. Like, the people who come to me, they are basically reflections of me and who I was back when I was going through what I was going through. And so I know that people who resonate with me, we're on the same page, we're on the same wavelength, because I'm speaking directly to you. Okay, so if you're listening to this and this is the kick up the bum that you need, or something to empower you, like, I hear like every day, you inspire me. I love how, motivating you are. I love how you're doing this work. I hear all these things, and, it's great to hear these things, but this isn't just in isolation. This isn't just for me. You can do that for yourself as well. And I want that for your life. You need to be inspired to take action, not just inspired to be inspired by others and to tell them how you're inspired. Inspire yourself into action, because this isn't just for a select few. You can actually live your life in peace despite everything that's happening around you. Okay? So I know you hear my words. I know you're taking it in. Nothing changes if nothing changes, because information on its own is not transformation. And this is why so many women that come to me feel stuck, and you feel like you've done everything, because to your knowledge, you have done everything. But if you're doing everything of the things that aren't actually going to help you, then that's not everything, because that's just everything of the wrong things. It makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, I could talk about this for a long time. I will not bore you with that. If you have any questions whatsoever, you're not really sure what you need, where you are, and you just need a bit of clarity, feel free to DM me over at Unshakable Co-Parenting on Instagram. I've got a free masterclass coming up this weekend at the time of this recording. This is on the art of boundary setting. So the pillars of what you need to know in terms of setting boundaries, because I hear this like, if I had $1 for every time I heard this, I would be a gajillionaire, if that even exists. Okay. How boundaries don't work with my co-parent. I set boundaries and they don't work, or they aren't respected, or they laugh in my face, or they push back, or I default back to people pleaser, whatever it may be. I am a reformed people pleaser. I used to be a people pleaser. I didn't even know I was a people pleaser. That's a horrible place to be, and I'm sure you know what that feels like. And when you realize, you're like, oh my God, I just let people walk all over me. And I I was part of it. I was part of the problem. We have to take some kind of ownership and have that awareness about ourselves. So, if that's what you identify with, but life doesn't have to be bleak and depressing, because your life is not about co-parenting. I know it might seem like it right now. It isn't. It's about more than that. Anyway, that being said, share this with someone who you feel needs to hear this. Know that you are capable of big and amazing things. This isn't just for a select few people. This is for everyone. You've just got to make the decision that you want more, and that you're going to move hell or high water to make it happen. And you're going to move mountains to make it happen. Okay? For yourself and for your children, because we ain't getting any younger. Time is going faster. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. Time seems to be getting faster and faster the older we get, but I think time is actually moving faster. It's accelerating. And you don't want to be on your deathbed wishing and hoping that you made different decisions in life. We can't change the past, but you listening to this right now, you definitely can shape your future. Okay, so with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until next time, I will see you then. Bye for now.